crime stories where they be in block. So today we got a short story, but it's gonna be crazy. Okay, so we're gonna get into names later, but let's get into this story. So 4 guys from Tulsa, Oklahoma, hop in a car and hit the road and head up to Denver to meet up with some white boys to buy some pounds of weed. They on the road discussing whatever they discussing, passing time. They eventually get to Denver. They head to the Park Hill neighborhood to be exact. They end up meeting at a home in the block of 3600 Hudson Street in Denver, Colorado, the Park Hill neighborhood. Alright, so now they done arrived to the home where the deal finna go down there. And you know how that shit go. Before they get out the car, they look at each other, make sure everybody on one accord. Because, of course, they didn't discuss this shit already, because, when a drug deal going down, you don't know if you really finna buy these drugs or a motherfucker finna try to rob you for your money. Same way, vice versa, with the motherfucker that got the work. They don't know if you really coming to buy the work or coming to take that shit. That shit go both ways, So, they in the con shit, They looking at each other like, all right, man, it's time to go take care of this shit. They all four get out of the car, proceed in the house where the deal finna go down there. So they all four enter. There's 3 white boys in there. So, you know how that shit go. The white boys probably start pulling out the work, this, that. This what we want for this what we want for that. They probably checking it out. They probably letting them know we got the check, or acting like they got the check, or whatever. Or the white boys probably ain't showed them the work and looking like shit, where the check at. But at some point, shit go funny. Shots get to going off. Boom, 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 boom. 3 motherfuckers dead. Police arrived. Found 2 dead at the scene. Another man was dropped off at the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Another person was shot in the arm, police stated. Stated in the Westword, a Denver-based newspaper, said that marijuana was found on the street in front of the scene, in front of the home where the scene went down there. And even though marijuana was found in front of the place, and who knows, they probably found marijuana inside of the home too. The police stated that they don't consider the crime to be marijuana related and couldn't say whether or not other drugs was found inside Point's place. I wonder why. I mean, my personal view is because he white. And most people will be like, come on, that's obvious what it was. Okay. As time passed, right, and they get leads, eventually the story changes. There was a drug deal gone wrong.
First on 8, breaking news. Tulsa police are questioning a man suspected of 3 homicides in Denver, Colorado. 32-year-old Chad Evans was arrested in Tulsa tonight after he tried to run from officers when they identified him during a traffic stop on 76th Street North near Highway 75. Denver police suspect Evans of shooting 4 people during a drug deal Friday night. 3 of those victims died. Now, police say Evans has ties to Tulsa and suspected that he could come here. No word on when he will be transferred back to Denver.
A few pictures from the crime scene. Come to find out, after all, DPD, Denver Police Department, did find marijuana plants inside Point's home, Sean Point, the home that he was renting, where the shooting went down there. Also, Chad Evans, the guy who looked like they trying to paint as the head guy who, orchestrated this robbery, who was arrested for murder in Tulsa, Oklahoma when he was pulled over. He also facing several felony charges in Tulsa, Oklahoma as well. He also was a football player for the University of Colorado until he was kicked off for disciplinary actions. The two found at the home was Davon Burton and Sean Point, who died in the encounter. They was the people that lived at the home who had the marijuana plants. Turbatino, the other guy that was with Chad Evans, was eventually caught in Las Vegas. Jones, another guy that was with him, he remained at large. Last thing that they updated. And you guys know the other one that was dropped off at the hospital, Darius Woods, was an associate of the three charged. He was the fourth person that was wounded. Crazy, right? RIP to everybody that, lost their lives doing that transaction. But, there's just another one in the books for kids or, like I said, grown ups, when we have weak moments and you're like, damn, man, I need to make something happen. And, you get the shit, get desperate and you get the feeling like I'm finna do anything. Just another example of, shit don't always go how you think it may go. Do you ever think about how it's gonna go if it don't go how you predicted you wanted it to go? Sometimes you gotta ask yourself, is this shit even really worth it? Can I make this shit happen another way? That's all. Crime Stories with AB and Block.